Hi, I'm Jo Plimmer from Wood and the Trees Coaching, and today I'm going to be talking about when me time starts to feel challenging. It seems that taking time for yourself has developed something of a stigma over the years, and in our modern, fast-paced society, it can be associated with laziness or seen to indicate that you aren't working hard enough. But that is simply not true. And in fact, taking time to gather your thoughts, get the headspace you need, and look after your brain and body and its needs is an essential part of working intelligently, allowing you to work most effectively and most efficiently. Of course, a natural consequence of taking this time for yourself is also that you get to feel good in yourself. But that in itself is part of my point. I mean, whoever worked best when they are frantically firefighting, struggling to think clearly, and questioning their decisions? If taking the time for yourself allows you to not feel this way, then surely it's a no-brainer. It doesn't have to feel like hard work for you to prove that you are working hard. If you want to discover more of the strategy behind how you can optimize your brain and body in order for you to be able to work most effectively and efficiently, that's exactly what my guilt-free membership is all about. I offer a free visitor pass, so if you want to come along and try it out for yourself and find out if it might be something that would work for you, then please just get in touch and I will send you some more details. But don't you find that it is often when you have so much on and you need to be working most effectively and efficiently that it actually feels hardest to take the time for yourself that you need to enable you to work at your optimum? It's something of a catch-22. And I was discussing this with one of my clients this week and how we can work to overcome this. This particular client has multiple businesses, each with its own team, systems, and processes. He is also trying his best to support his elderly parents, both of whom have significant health conditions requiring multiple hospital visits and appointments at the moment. He also has a wife and young children at home, as well as older children with families of their own, and so the demands on his time are wide and varied. I have to say that I personally think he is incredible at doing all of this and keeping all of those balls in the air. But in order to keep on being incredible at it, he uses our time together to offload his thoughts, work through them and make sense of them, and then be able to find the right solution and the right way forward for him in his business and his life. He knows the importance of taking time for himself. He can actually feel the difference when he does it and when he stops doing it. But one of the challenges he faces in keeping time for himself in his schedule, and more importantly, enabling this time to give him the headspace he needs, is messages dropping in that then fill his thoughts with what he needs to do, how he can resolve the problem, and fitting this in amongst keeping on top of everything else. Even when he has resolved something, he has this constant niggle of what else in the back of his mind, always keeping him braced and ready for the next problem to drop in. As a result, he regularly has to remind himself that it can wait, especially when these demands are encroaching on the time that he needs to take for himself. He uses this tool regularly, and by reminding himself that it can wait, he is able to do the things that are just for him. However, what he isn't always so successful at doing is banishing that background niggle. It stays with him, draining his energy and playing on his mind until he resolves it. And so he isn't able to fully restore his energy and clear his head despite taking that time for himself. This week, I suggested that instead of having to repeat this mantra of "it can wait" to himself, that he rewire the underlying thoughts and feelings that are causing him to feel that it can't wait. This way, he doesn't have to keep putting energy into reminding himself, and he simply gets to be different without having to try to be different. To do this, I've created him a bespoke hypnosis track. It works to rewire unhelpful thoughts and patterns that have become habitual. And we can address the root of the problem rather than just dealing with how it shows up. All my one-to-one clients get at least one bespoke track to work on rewiring their subconscious pathways, which makes the process of change so much easier for them. So taking time for themselves continues to feel good rather than feel challenging. And in turn, that then enables them to work more efficiently and more effectively so they can continue to be successful at keeping all those balls in the air. If you'd like to know more about how we can work together in order to do the same thing for you, drop me a message and let's have a chat. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye.